Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This is a distinctively southern European feeling stadium, a venue right on the banks of the river. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Valverde. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Alaba needed to come up with a better ball.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made...
And the shot! Wow, that's a fine save. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, convincing, that most certainly wasn't. He did well to rescue it, though, I'll give him that.
Alaba. Neither side yet able to find the net. Valverde. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Played out to the right. He's got it, and he's got time. Oh, the ball's come loose. Plays it back. He's made sure that that won't get through. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. The Estadio José Alvalade in Lisbon, a really impressive arena, named, of course, in honour of the founder of its occupants, Sporting Lisbon. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides, a treat for everybody here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive match-up, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
And already we're underway here. Alexander-Arnold. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Alexander-Arnold. Plays it over to the other flank. First quarter of an hour gone.
Well, each team knows that they're still well below standard, and it's a question of which can find a way out.
Battles to win it back. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Isak. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? He gets past his man. It's a fabulous position. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Back to the keeper and go again. And it's Salah. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. He's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Chances coming thick and fast, it's another set piece. Keeper sends it forward. Mbappe. Has gone out. Aimed in towards, gets up to head it! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
He goes long. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Alexander-Arnold. Well, it really is one cross after another.
Well, with a target to hit, why not keep up the supply? It's simple and efficient because they all know what they're doing.
Isak. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. It has gone through, and the shot! Forward it goes. And the first half is done, so neither team has broken through. That's certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. We're underway again. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? And they've been caught out here. Ball's loose. Who's getting there? Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead
Rudiger has given away a free kick. Has a goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
lovely control. He made it stick with an excellent touch.
Alexander-Arnold, Mbappe, looks to clip it forward, finds himself eased off the ball.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Alexander-Arnold. Hit into the middle. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. Knocks it away. And it's Alaba. Gets it into the middle. That is terrific skill. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Pumps it into the area.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. He's had a go! Salah. Goes for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Isak reacted so well to bring that ball under control. Looked easy too.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Hoists it forward. Can't get the better of his opposite number. And it's played forward. Chiesa. That's a good ball. Shot it, goal! It's in!
All goals are welcome, but when they come at a time like that, they're priceless. Liverpool produced a lovely sequence of passes there. It's a terrific brand of football to watch, and importantly, it is a strong end product.
Liverpool take the lead.
Well, we certainly had to wait for it, Peter. Now, a difficult decision. Is it stick or twist?
Robertson. Isak. More than happy to take the muscular approach.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Chiesa.
Liverpool are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Just brushed off the ball there. Referee's given a throw.
Madrid are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. It is just a question of running down the clock now. He's got options out wide. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. Looking to dink it in. Lovely feet. It's a good-looking cross. Cleared without complication.
Going nowhere fast is about the only way I can describe this.
Oh, real danger here! And that's it. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it. That was enough. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. Two high-profile, high-calibre teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Vinicius Junior, he's got away. Has a hit! Goal! With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Goes for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes work ultra-sharp.
Goalkeeper's ball. Vinicius Junior tries to get it forward quickly, gets into some space, and that's left him on the seat of his pants. No foul, says the referee. And here's Dembele. Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't... he's given it away. He's gone for it! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Well positioned to make that interception. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Lee Kang-in, Fabian Ruiz. Well, that had to be more accurate. Alaba. Looking to get within range. Hernandez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Dembele, he's got it and he's got time. That's a mistimed tackle and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Wigan with this to equalise. It's hit the crossbar. Fence has got rid of that. Just brushed off the ball there. Vinicius Junior. Wigan are trailing here with the first half almost done. That intervention was very necessary. He's there to receive it. Battles to win it back. Fabian Ruiz goes looking. Played back in. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Dembele. He gets past his man. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
There is the half-time whistle. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. One that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence, and not rush into mistakes.
So we're just settling back into this second half. Wigan didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. He's had a shot! And the ball's come loose. Courtois gives chase, and they've been caught out here. Back in once more. And he heaves it forward. Lee Kang-in. Hakimi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, towering header! Good challenge, he just stood firm. Going through. Hit That's one! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well...
And a shot! Just off target.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Marquinhos plays it forward. Fabian Ruiz. Lee Kang-in drives it forward. He could be in here. Dembele! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. And it's played forward.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is...
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And here's Dembele. And help's available out wide. Cleared away. Alexander-Arnold. Gets away from his opponents. Fabian Ruiz gets it back. Mbappe swept in, knocks it away. Madrid are taking a simple, modern approach here.
Yeah, but I'm all for simplicity, Peter. If it works, it's good enough.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Good idea, just poorly executed. Alexander-Arnold. Lee Kang-in.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Rudiger. Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. He's tried one! Back of the net! And they've got their lead back. What about that, Jim Beglin?
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, I just think they've kept at it and got their reward. Now they need to hang on to it.
Here it comes.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Oh, real chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
And time is up. Terrific contest. It might easily have tipped either way. The margins are tiny, just a goal in it. Sadly, that's all it takes. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations.
Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This is, of course, the Maracanã. It is a vast stadium, which many, and rightly so, consider the spiritual home of the world game. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team.
Well, it's a crossing feast here, but I'd advise them to keep a variety in their play to avoid being found out and stopped.
Yeah, nobody's going to argue with that. Can't get the better of his opposite number. And it's Alaba. That intervention was very necessary. Hoists it forward. Gnabry.
No efforts on target is acceptable if levels of enthusiasm and energy are good, and they're not.
No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Kane. He could be in here.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Up for the header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Forward it goes. And here's Kane. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's gone direct against the crossbar. Gnabry. Guerrero. And here's Kane. Referee has just said play on. That's not going to make it. Kane. Oh, he's been flattened there. No, that's not the ball he wanted. And through to the goalkeeper. Vinicius Junior. If you have just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. Goretzka. Kimmich. And here's Kane. Out to the left it goes. Goretzka. Guerrero floats one over. That's surely a foul. Free kick.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Goretzka. And here's Kane. This is promising. And there's the end of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Reflections on the first half?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. I think they've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Already up and running for the second half. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. And here's Kane.
Well, it seems...
He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Kane. And it's Gnabry. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Oh, real chance!
Oh, well played.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. He's made good progress from a deep position. Hoists it high. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Mbappe. So we've reached the hour mark. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Kings it out wide. Lovely feet. Alaba. Hit into the middle. Gnabry.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Mbappe. It's a good foot in there. Gets away from his opponent. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Great lead!
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Attempts to play it through. And it's been taken straight back. Alexander-Arnold.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
And it's played forward. Good idea, just poorly executed.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe provides an outlet. Oh, that's nice. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Mbappe. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. Mbappe! Managed to get it away. And that will be the final act. Frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses. He's gone for it! It's in! And the game springs instantly to life. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Madrid didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Alaba. Vinicius Junior swept in, cleared away. Danger averted for now. That's it back. That's the throw. He's got away. It is quite a run he's making here. Crowd calling for him to... Shapes to shoot! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Rudiger with the clearance. Gets the chance to cross. And that's been levered clear. Lovely bit of skill. Hoists it forward. Well played, he saw that coming. Ruben Dias. Has gone out. Alaba. Manchester scored early, of course, and the score is 1-0. Has a goal! It's in! They have come roaring back! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Chance! And the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Real chance! They've done it! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then, because they just lost sight of the real danger.
Madrid take the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Vinicius Junior could try cutting inside here. Going for goal! No mistake! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Gets the better of his man. Here comes the corner. This possibly the last play of the half. Towering header! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Here we go again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Mbappe! They are rampant! And the lead is extended still further. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
Madrid blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Goes long. Here it comes. Well positioned to make that interception. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Forward it goes.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
And it's played forward. Rodri. Oh, shooting chance! In it goes! They're back within reach!
Manchester are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. 2 changes being made right now. Manchester give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Alexander-Arnold. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Hit long and direct, battles to win it back. It's a throw. Needs to get it forward quickly. Rodri. Oh, good take in a good area. He's gone for it! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Alexander-Arnold. Out to the right. Mbappe. Drilled in low. And that has been clubbed away. And he's had a go! Back of the net! Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
So now the difference is 3. Rudiger. Out for a throw. Oh, good interception. Bernardo Silva drives it forward. Kovacic plays it forward. Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Alaba. It has got through to him. Hits one! Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Bernardo Silva. Now the counter. He's left his man. Mbappe. The referee has given a corner. Plays it back. Alexander-Arnold. Foden. He spotted the run and played him through. He gets past his man. Just the goalkeeper's a big chance. He has done it. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So it shoots! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Little doubt, that is a foul. And time is up. Manchester cannot understand what they've done. From a position of strength, they have contrived to lose. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.